Hey, welcome back to Peri, Lyons, New York City Celebrity Psychic. I'm really happy to be here with you. And let's see what's going on today. I hope you're all well and happy. And it's Mercury retrograde, which I didn't used to really believe in. I thought, I used to be kind of skeptical about astrology, to be honest with you. I thought really great whirling lumps of rock in the sky really care about what I'm doing on Tuesday. However, then I met and worked with some great astrologers. Madeline Aslin, my great friend Elizabeth Grace, who's fabulous. And they told me about Mercury retrograde, which is when Mercury appears to go backward in its orbit. How would that affect us? Well, interestingly, it seems to. Mercury deals with communication. Mercury deals with travel, transportation, electronics. They're all, since Mercury was the messenger of the gods, that was who Mercury was, just in case you've ever sat around and thought to yourself, it's Tuesday, I wonder who Mercury was. So that's who he was. And when Mercury is slightly, as they say, afflicted, sometimes you'll notice that travel plans get a little screwy. And for instance, as I did yesterday, you'll get in a cab going 15 blocks and there'll be so many streets closed that I looked out the window and I saw like palm trees. This is New York City, not a good sign. The other thing in Mercury retrograde is don't sign contracts, and probably not a good idea to buy electronic equipment. So those are all little Mercury retrograde things. So those are things not to do in Mercury retrograde. One thing that's great to do in Mercury retrograde is, though, do things that begin with the letters R-E, right? So retreat, retreat a bit, relax, renew, rejuvenate, all the things, kind of step a little back from your life, look over what you've done so far, think about what's worked and how you would like to take that forward. So it's a really good time to kind of renew and get ready for the future. This goes until March 25th. So after March 25th, take all the damn subways you want. It's all good. We have Tabitha in Schaumburg, Illinois. I have a lot of friends in Schaumburg. I've sung in Schaumburg. Tabitha, do you mind? Yeah. Do you mind if I just share? I wanted to share a little funny poem. Is that okay if I do that before we talk? Can you grab a beer or something? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
That's fine.
Actually, it's funny. I actually had a friend named Tabitha in Schaumburg. You weren't married to a guitar player, were you?
No, I'm not.
That's a good thing. You know what you call a guitar player with? That'll do. What do you call a guitar player without a girl? What do you call a guitar player without a girlfriend? Homeless. So guitar player joke. So, all right. So before we start, thank you for being so patient, Angel. So before we start, I was thinking today. I had a lot of people asking in my practice about okay, well, I'm at this point in my relationship where I have feelings for him. I think he has feelings for me. He's not taking it farther. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, just kiss the boy. Damn. So it's a moment about, the poem's about a certain kind of courage, overcoming doubts, and also not overthinking something. Because I always hear people overthinking. It's like, I don't want to get hurt. It's like, you know what? Probably shouldn't have signed up to be a human being then. So here we go. Do we dare? Do we dare not to dare? Learning to care without caring if everything turns out okay. Should I care? Should I care if you care? Learning to share without sharing it all and too much every day. And somebody has to be bolder. Someone has to take the first kiss before I get another day older. I'm going to follow this bliss. Do we try? Do we try not to try? We both learned that trying too hard can lead to disaster. Will we cry? Will we care if we cry? If we cry either way, then perhaps we should try to go faster. And somebody has to be master and somebody has to be missed. If this doesn't go any faster, I think I will pass out if I don't get kissed. Will this end? Will we end it too soon? Maybe the end is not always written in blood on the moon. Will this start? Help me start it right now. Maybe this can be a source of real joy. One daring girl and one non-crying boy. One daring boy and one non-crying girl. For Pete's sakes, relax and let's give this a whirl. One bold romantic and one blissful kiss. One sort of master and one sort of miss. Not every kiss has to end in a yes or a no, dear. And not every love affair has to have somewhere to go, dear. Somebody has to be mastered and somebody has to be missed. And if this doesn't go any faster, I think that I'll pass that if I don't get kissed by you. Anyway, so thanks. So Tabitha, hi. Thanks for being patient. And
hi.
Hi. So when's your birthday? What day? You don't have to tell me the year.
November 20th.
Oh, that's a great birthday. I'm best girlfriend at that birthday. Scorpio with just enough of Sagittarius that the intensity of Scorpio is sort of carbonated. So, okay, and let me see what I'm getting for you. Did you have a specific question as long as it doesn't deal with geometry or algebra?
No, not really.
Okay.
I was
just kind of an
looking
overview.
more, I don't know if you do mediumship readings.
I do. They're challenging. I'm good at it. If you'd like, I will. But it's it's like, okay. I'm okay with that. So, who would you like to know about? Oh, I think I know. Well, tell me anyway.
My dad?
Yeah. Oh. When did he pass?
About 2 years ago.
I'm sorry. God.
Thank you.
That's kind of amazing because my dad passed 7 years ago today. So that's
Oh, wow.
Okay, so yeah, so I'll do this. Okay, he had a very very sort of solid regular guy name. What was his first name?
Ralph?
There you go. I was like, Norman? Not Norman. No? Okay. Did he have kind of a round face? In a nice way, not... I want to see if I'm getting the right person.
I'm trying to think.
More than that, did he have the kind of smile that kind of lit up a room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, all right. No, he didn't have a round face. I don't know who that was. Sometimes I'll get somebody
I never
like jumping
really
in front of
paid
the camera.
attention to his face state, so I don't know.
Okay. It feels like what you want is some guidance from him and to know if he approves of some choices you've made. Is that correct?
Yes.
It also feels specifically like there's a romantic choice that you're wondering if he would have approved of. Is that the case?
Yes.
Okay. He just wants to make sure that you're in something where you're being respected and with somebody who supports your dreams and makes you happy. The fact that he's being this tactful makes me think that maybe you have a couple of reservations about this relationship that maybe you're not admitting to. I'm sorry. I can't help. I just tell the truth. I'm sorry. He approves of, he really approves of you because you have shown such strength, man, and you're not a big complainer.
No.
And I know might sound a little shallow, but he's always been proud of how pretty you are. You guys used to did you have like a ritual? I'm getting you as a young girl and you're taking a walk hand in hand. Okay, it's not by the sea because you don't live near the sea. You're in Schaumburg. But there's a place that you guys went together, and you had like a daddy-daughter ritual. Okay. All right. I'm going to say that. Oh, I really like him. I'm going to say that he loves you like crazy. If this relationship makes you happy, then he's down with that.
Okay.
When he was alive, he always wanted the best for you. I know sometimes it could seem like criticism, but it wasn't. It was just his way of telling you that he wanted the best for you. So,
okay.
He's calling you baby too, which is adorable. So, he was a good man. He was a very solid guy, hardworking. Did he have his own business? Was he like a plumber or something? Is that kind of going out on a limb here? But what did he do?
He owned a car wash.
Okay, I was getting water and has his own business. I don't think I would have guessed car washes. I'm a New Yorker. We don't really have them. But okay.
Oh, they're everywhere out here.
That's right. Okay, I think that he will, in a few more months, I think you will feel him changing his mind and giving you his blessing. That makes sense? I think you there? Oops. Okay. Anyway, Tabitha, if you're watching, we lost you, but what I was going to say before I go on to our next caller is that he will give this his blessing. He just wants to make sure that you're being taken care of and you're being treated as he wants his little girl to be treated. And yeah, and that's that. So he sends his love to your mom and your brothers too. So thank you. And go on my webpage. Or go say hi to me on Facebook, Terry Lyons. And just let me know how you are, okay? All right, thank you. Okay, now we have Lori. Hey, Lori, how are you? Lori? I'm going to frown at my producer for a second. Okay. Okay, so while we're waiting for the call to be reconnected, I'm going to sorry, seltzer, really good. I'm going to ask you this week to take a moment, and when you're doing your reflecting and relaxing, all your Mercury retrograde stuff, right? I was reading this study about how gratitude rewires the brain. And so I've been practicing gratitude a lot this week. And I have to say, it has been really helpful. Now, gratitude can sometimes feel like, you should be grateful, young lady. And it can feel like something you have to do. So I got into the feeling of gratitude by taking a back door called relief. So if you think something bad is going to happen and it doesn't, and you're like, whew, I'm so relieved. Like, I take care of my mom, and sometimes she has bad spells. I'm like, oh no. And then when she's up and about and chirpy the next day, I feel relieved, and that relief is gratitude. And so I like that. So if you're complaining about something, if you're giving that attention to something, right? What we put our attention on grows. So like today I was complaining about something, and a friend said, well, on the other hand, there are these fantastic aspects you're lucky to even have this problem. So let's look at it that way. So, if you just want to feel better, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but elevate your vibration, think thinking about, the people who love you and your health and where you live. And if you don't like that, fix it, make it better, because that's fun. Or if you have a difficult relationship with somebody, one technique that I've found really works is to think about what you want from that person, and then this is sneaky, give it to them. Give it to them first. So if you want attention from your boyfriend or girlfriend or other, and you're sulking a bit, not that I've ever done that, heavens no, because you want that attention, give them proactively, give them that attention. Maybe seek them out and say, hey, you know what? I just realized I haven't told you recently how much I like you and how much I love you as well, but how much I like you. It's so nice to have a significant other I actually like. That's a cool thing. Give them some positive attention. If you want somebody to give you flowers, give them flowers. I don't know why, but it just makes you feel so good. So the next time you're feeling like, oh, resentful or a little like, why doesn't he give me what I need? Or why doesn't she know what I need? And, give them what you need first. Don't know why it works, but it does. Okay. Hi, we have somebody in Queensland in Australia, which is a great place. My friends Jeffrey and Annette live there. So, hi, dear. Thanks for being here. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. I'm Carol. How are you?
Oh, hi, Carol. I'm great. I'm still Peri. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Very hot over here.
Oh, that's right. It's the end of summer. I would give you my deepest sympathy, but it was 30 degrees here yesterday. So seriously, shut off. But anyway,
oh, right.
So my dear,
thank you.
tell me
Thank you for ringing me. I'm just needing some guidance, even though I'm a little sensitive myself, but I think I need a bit of guidance.
You're quite sensitive, and I have people that I talk to because sometimes it can be hard to be, a psychic about yourself. It just can. So how can I help? This feels like career path or like life purpose, but if it's love, tell me how I can help.
I have no idea. That's why I'm wondering if you could pick something up for me
Sure.
I've sort of come to a T-junction in my pathway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the great poet Dante wrote the Divine Comedy and the Inferno after he came to the same kind of moment in his life. And he said, in the middle of my life, I found myself in a dark wood with no path. And often we feel that way right before the really good stuff occurs to us. But first of all, I want to give you some serious props about being brave enough to say that, because that takes such courage. And before I tell you what I'm getting for you, I also want to let you know that always, 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 when you're in that moment of like, I'm in a dark woods and there's no path and help and what? Always the next step is revealed to you soon. But we have to have the faith, the clarity, and the bravery to say, I'm lost. Oh. So I just want to tell you, the fact that you can say that automatically means that you have the bravery to do what's next. One of the big things that you're going through is that I think you're a delightful person and people love having you around. And with people like that, sometimes they can almost without knowing it get out of the habit of being independent because people adore them so much that they get kind of taken care of. And also because they're so empathetic, they try to please the people who are taking care of them. And somewhere along the line, they lose track of what pleases them. And so that's a little bit of what I'm getting with you, that
Yeah, I get very drained from other people.
Yeah. And in your family of origin, you had to take care of everybody else's feelings before your own. And sort of take care of and you're perpetuating that in relationships now. So I'm here to give you permission to say, you know what? Screw everybody else. Take care of yourself. I'm gonna grab a few cards, tarot cards.
Thank you. And I strongly believe in the angels help you very much.
Oh, good, because they work. My first name, Peri, is a very specific Persian angel. So you've already got one. Well, I'm kind of a discount angel, but you do have a lot of, I can't believe I'm going to say this outside of my head, but you have a lot of angelic presence around you. Specifically, you have a lot of Archangel, Archangel Raphael presence around you, which is healing.
Yeah.
You have, and I don't get this guy very often. I can barely even spell him. Archangel Uriel. If you're meditating and you get like a violet light like behind your eyes, or if you're seeing the color like violet a lot, that's very Uriel. And that's so Raven. Sorry, American joke. Uriel is here. Uriel is with us during passages of transformation. And here's the thing about angels. They don't work part-time. So they're always there. And the nice thing about archangels is they can be with a ton of people all at the same time. I just dropped all of my cards on the floor. Okay. So, darling, it's time. Part of this is that I think you have a little fear that if you, how can I put this? If you concentrate on yourself, you'll be letting people down, and there's also a fear of you might be walking away from a self that you're comfortable with and even if it's kind of, so if you find yourself, you could feel uncomfortably independent. That makes sense?
Yes, it does. I do look after my son who has a disability after I was a nurse, and I look after him a lot. It's very draining sometimes.
Yeah. I take care of, half the time I take care of, I know the feeling, and people are like, oh, you're such a good person. I'm like, I'm such a tired person. So, and I mean,
we get tired. I just want to clarify, thank you very much for allowing me to get this reading, because I do feel like transformation coming, but lately I've been waking up at 3 a.m. every morning, along with a lot of other people. Apparently it's happening. And I have no idea what I'm doing at 3 a.m. in the morning when I'm wide awake.
I'll tell you. You want to know? That's actually one of the most great and least grammatical things you could tell me. 3 and 4 a.m. in a lot of sacred traditions. It's called the golden hour. It's a time when, the earth is kind of, traditionally in the Kundalini yoga practice, I teach Kundalini yoga, it's called the golden hour because it's a time of when sort of new ideas get downloaded at a huge rate. It's a time that people who are changing and becoming aligned with their truth tends to wake up because you're waiting for the mail, essentially. You're waiting for the download. So a great thing to do is to be there while my roommate just knocked my Skype thing over. Thanks, Jess. Sorry, good. So you're waiting for the mailman, and what do you do when you're waiting for a message? You can meditate. You can just breathe deeply, watch your breath. You can ask your angels a question, and listen for the answer. We've only got 90 seconds. I'm going to say that use all of what I'd like you to do this week, and get in touch with me if you want privately, or call back next week. Because you're in Mercury retrograde, you're going to get an answer after March 25th. But meanwhile, write down everything that you've enjoyed doing, that you've gotten positive attention or money for doing, that you do for fun, all of that stuff. And you'll start to see a pattern. You'll start to see a shape. And you know what that shape is? You. Because the reason you can't find that big pile of gold is because you're standing on it. It's already there. I promise you have the answers. And let me just quickly, that's perfect. Sorry, I didn't mean to scream. You're totally, this is the woman artist. This is the contented woman who knows what she's doing, or the woman writer, or the woman, but it's a woman in her garden, independent. She also cares for others. That's where you're going, honey. This card. So let me know what happens, and bless you. And I'm gonna bribe the angel Uriel to spend like extra time with you.
Thank you. Blessings be to you too, and Kadosh.
All right. Mwah. Huge hug. Let me know what happens, because I actually really do care.
So much.
All right, sweetie. All right. Talk to you soon.
All right. Love
Bye.
and life.
Me too. Thanks, everybody. That was so fun. With a sailor dress on. Come back next week to see more exciting outfits, hear more doggerel, and get loving and accurate readings channeled through me. Can't take credit. And so Wednesdays at 9, tell your friends, make new friends and tell them too. And just really always happy to see you here on Moonstruck and A1R Psychic Network.